Meantime, we shall express our darker purpose. Give me the map there. Know that we have divided in three our kingdom, and 'tis our fast intent to shake all cares and business from our age, and we unburden cruel taught. Our son of Cornwall, and you are no less loving son of Albany. Know that this hour we have a constant will to publish our daughter's several dowers, that future strife may be prevented now. The Prince of France, long in our court, hath made his amorous sojourn, and here is to be asked. Tell me, my daughter, which of you, shall we say, doth love us most, that we our largest bounty may extend where nature doth with merit challenge? Honorin, our eldest born, speak first.
Sir, I love you more than words could wield the matter. Oh, dearer than eyesight, space, and liberty. Beyond all that can be valued, rich or rare. As much as daughter love and father found. A love that makes breath poor and speech unable. Beyond all manner of so much I love you.
What shall Cordelia speak? Love, and be silent.
Of all these bounds, even from this line to this, with shadowy forests and with champaigns rich, with plenteous rivers and wide-skirted meads, we make thee lady. To thine and already's issue be this perpetual. What says our second daughter, our dearest Regan wife, to Cornwall, speak?
Sir, I am made of the self-same metal that my sister is, and prize me at her word. In my true heart, I find she names my very deed of love. Only she comes too short.
Oh!
And I profess myself an enemy to all other joys, which the most precious square of sense possesses, and find I am alone, felicitated in your dear Highness's love.
Then poor Cordelia. And yet not so, since I am sure my love's more richer than my tongue.
To thee and thine hereditary ever remain this emperor third of our fair kingdom, no less in space, validity, and pleasure than that conferred on Goneril. Now, our joy, although our last, not least, to whose young love the vines of France strive to be interest. What can you say to draw the third more opulent than your sisters? Speak.
Nothing, my lord. Nothing.
Nothing will come of nothing. Speak again.
Unhappy that I am. I cannot heave my heart into my mouth. I love your majesty according to my bond, nor more nor less.
Oh, no, Cordelia, mend your speech a little, lest it may mar your fortunes.
Good my lord, You have begotten me, bred me, loved me. I return those duties back as our rights fit. Obey you, love you, and most honor you. Why have my sisters husbands if they say they love you all? Happily when I shall wed that lord whose hand must take my plight shall carry half my love with it. Half my care and duty, sure I shall never marry like my sisters to love my father all.
What goes thy heart with his?
Aye, good my lord,
So young and so untender.
so young and so true.
Let it be so. Thy truth then be thy tower. For by the sacred radiance of the sun, by the operation of the orbs from whom we do exist and cease to be, here I disclaim all my paternal care, and as a stranger to my heart and me, cast thee from this forever.
Good my liege!
Peace, Kent. Come not between the dragon and his wrath. I love her most and thought to set my rest on her kind nursery, hence and avoid my sight. So be my grave, my peace, as here I give her father's heart from her. Call friends! Who stirs?
Good, my liege.
In Albany, with my 2 daughters' dowers, digest this third. Let pride, which ye call plainness, marry her. I do invest you jointly with my power ourselves, by monthly course with reservation of 100 nights, by you to be sustained, shall our abode make with you by due turns only. We shall retain the name and all the additions to our king. The sway, revenue, execution of the rest, beloved sons, be yours, which to confirm this coronet clause betwixt
Royal Lear, whom I have ever honored as my king,
the
and
bow is bent and drawn, make from the shaft.
let it fall rather than the bark invade the region of my heart. Be Kent unmannerly when Lear is mad. What wouldst thou do, old man? Thinkst thou that duty shall have dread to speak when power to flattery vows? Reverse thy doom, and in thy best consideration check this hideous rashness. Answer my life, my judgment, thy youngest daughter does not love thee least.
Kent, on thy life, no more.
My life I never held as but a pawn to wage against thy enemies, nor fear to lose it, thy safety being the motive.
Out of my sight.
See, better, Lear, and let me still
Now
live.
by Apollo.
Now by Apollo, king, thou swearst thy gods in vain.
Ah, vassal, miscreant, so there.
Kill thy physician, and the fee bestow upon thy foul disease. Revoke thy doom, or whilst I can vent clamor from my throat, I'll tell thee thou dost evil.
Hear me, recreant, on thine allegiance. Hear me. 5 days we do allot thee to provide from the disasters of the world, and on the 6th to turn thy hated back upon our kingdom, and if on the 10th day following thy hated trunk be found in our dominions, that moment is thy death. Away! By Jupiter, this shall not be revoked.
Fare thee well, king, sith